of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Hi, I'm Matthew Palmer, a professional artist with the SAA, the UK's largest and friendliest art community. The SAA exists to inform, encourage and inspire all who want to paint, and that's exactly what you'll learn to do with me as your teacher. As a self-taught artist of 30 years ago, I know the challenges of a white piece of paper and learning how to paint. But with me, Hochanda and the SAA, I'll show you how easy watercolour painting really is. I'm here on Hochanda because I want to show you my watercolour painting techniques, and I want to get you over that white paper fear and get you started and develop your watercolour painting. So whether you're a beginner or an advanced artist, I've got some fantastic watercolour techniques that will get you started and take you even further on your watercolour journey. So join me, Matthew Palmer, for my shows on Hochanda.
Hi, my name is Blanche Siegmann. I'm the owner of the company La Blanche. The company La Blanche is a crafting company located in Germany. For over 20 years I'm designing and selling stamps, paper crafting products and home decoration. As a passionate crafter myself, I make sure all our products are of highest quality and easy to use. We produce a whole range of products. We produce paper products. We have also shrink sleeves for your jars, glasses. We have home decoration products, paints and wall decals. Everything, the whole range of crafting we produce for you. I hope you enjoy watching us at Hochanda and crafting with La Blanche.
Hi, I'm Nikki Hassan. I've been working with Heartfelt Creations for about 9 years now. Heartfelt Creations as a company launched the company back in 1994. They have been in the industry for a very, very long time. They are crafters, so they know what you crafters want and they listen to us crafters too. So I hope you can join Heartfelt Creations here on Hochanda.
Evening all, how are we doing? How's everybody? Saturday evening, I hope everyone's having a lovely weekend. Are you relaxed? Are you chilled? You got the heating on, fires, radiator. The radiators, have you got the heating on yet this year? Have you put it on? I fight it. It's, our house is quite cold. We open the windows to let the heat in sometimes, you know, that's how it can be. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. It is Saturday evening though, we are live in the studios with lovely Jenny back for our second hour together.
Hello.
Hello, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just thinking I open the windows to heat my house up.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a basement flat.
Are you?
It's freezing.
Freezing. Do you get a lot of light in the basement?
Open brickwork inside as well. It's cold.
Right.
Yeah, no.
No.
No, not
Is it nice and cool though in the summer?
Freezing.
Okay.
I go outside to warm up in the summer.
Yeah. Get in the sun.
Yeah.
There are lots of places like that as well. This is
God.
We've got the warmth of the studio. a bit cold in here as
Yeah,
well,
it's a
isn't it?
bit cold.
But anyway, we've got some hot deals for you. How's that?
Yes.
Yes. So Jenny's going to be working on a project. We're not going to let you know which project it is yet, but because she's still working out which one it will be. So let's just tell you about, if you missed the launch at 6 o'clock, it was really busy. We've already had sellouts on the show. But in a nutshell, if you are a fan of Moda and you absolutely love everything that Moda stands for, then you will love what we have got for you. Before we just tell you about the deal, let's just, for those that don't know about the name of Moda, let's just check in with Jenny, really. When we say Moda, I mean, what is it that it conjures up in your mind with regard to that brand name?
Quality.
Right.
And lovely prints.
Yeah.
And such a variety of prints.
Yes.
They've got modern designers, they've got traditional designers.
Yeah.
Just loads of different things.
Something
but
for
the quality
everybody.
is just amazing.
The quality, yeah. I mean, you mentioned the designers themselves that sort of work with them as well, and you know they do get some really fantastic images. Whenever we have Moda on the show, it's always a really, really busy show. If there's any products on there with Moda, of course, attached to it, then it is one of those that goes. So if you are also a massive fan for all of your sewing projects that you might have there, and you're looking for the fabrics, then your one day special I want to guide you towards, because actually you're not going to be getting one but two scrap bags full of all the fantastic Moda fabrics in there. Now, I will say that the contents of the scrap bags will vary, but you will get £1/2 of the strips in each of the bag. Plus, on top of that, you're going to get the Orifil threads. You're going to get 2 spools of that. Again, the colours will vary, but you are going to get in quality throughout, of course, on all of those for you. Now, we're looking at dispatch from the 23rd of November. Dispatch from the 23rd of November. So again, you get an idea of all the wonderful colours that you could be getting a collection of, the different designs that are going to be in there, but you are going to get something for everybody. Now, of course, Jenny's got some lovely projects that we were talking about in the last hour together that these would work perfectly with. And the nice thing is, you're not quite sure, a bit of a sort of nice surprise, actually, and then allow the colours, allow the designs, allow the quality of the Moda that you're going to get to maybe dictate to you where you go with your project and inspire you to work with. Item code you're going to need for these is 545410 is your item code. Now, it's available on FlexiBuy as well. 2 payments are just £20.94 if you'd like to go for those. It's a real deal. Over 30% of the stock has gone in over, well, just 1 hour, basically, when we launched this at 6. More live shows tomorrow, and this is your final live hour tonight. So if you're with us, if you're going to be busy tomorrow doing a few little jobs in the garden or out and about, for example, all safely, of course, and distanced, as we're on lockdown, then make sure you get yours in your basket tonight. Now, if 2 bags are maybe too much for you, or you just want to have one of your bags, of course, with your Moda, then you like to go for the second option we've got for you. Now, this will give you one of your scrap bags. There's no other threads attached to this one, and this is only £14.99. So this is item 738290. It was very, very popular also, again, in hour 1 at 6 o'clock. But beautiful, beautiful collection of all those wonderful Moda fabrics for you in one bag for just £14.99. Who knows what you would get, but whatever you get, I guarantee you it will be the quality. Now then, if we go to the website, not only got the wonderful fabrics, we've got some brilliant patterns for you to work with. Now, there are 2 different ways that you can go for this one. You can get the patterns on their own if you so wish. Of course, you can do that one. Or you go for a pick and mix. You can go for any 2 of those, of course, and that just works out brilliant price for just £15.98. Or if you want to go for them, you can do with the paper pieces as well. So loads of different ways, lots of options. Please choose out of all those fantastic designs, and we're going to be looking at quite a few of them tonight, another one, and then we've got more, of course, on the show tomorrow with Jenny to take you through. He designs all those lovely, lovely designs, lots of hints and tips, and you can also follow Jenny, of course, on her own social media and on her own website, which will tell you more details. There's lots of information on there. We've also got for you another pick and mix for you, of course, with the beautiful fabrics to look at here. Now, these are ideal, Jenny was talking about these earlier on, for all those projects you might want to do for your lining again. So really lovely colours that would work beautifully hand in hand hand with what the assortments you might get from your one-day special. Now, on this, you can pick and mix from any two that you like. These are your half-metre fabrics that you're looking at, and it's actually got a £4 saving on them as well. So right now, any two for just £9.99. 724433 is your item code that you'll need, and all your colour combinations are on the website for you, all the w's.hochanda.com. if you want to go for smoke driftwood, we've got peacoat, we've got dovetail, we've got latte, and we've got another one there that I can't quite see what the name is of the bottom one. What's the name of that bottom one? Is it going to raise up? Raffia, there we are. Kept us in suspenders, didn't it? Now, of course, you can pick any two from those ones, pop those into your basket, and you will be guaranteed to have the quality that you would expect, of course, from that name. All there on the website for you. So, whatever takes your fancy of all those that are on the website and much more, add them into your basket and sit back and relax and enjoy the next hour with us and lovely Jenny. So, we did, in our first hour, I say we, so I watched. You did everything. I watched, which is there. And this is the one that we're working with, which was basically the sort of the roll bag in here that had for all of your pens, pencils, it could be paintbrushes,
yes.
It could be sewing accessories. And this is really lovely. And if you want to catch it again on Rewind or go back to your 6 o'clock show when we were live on social media, you'll see how you put all that together, Jenny, which is really lovely. I think it's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
to work
it's a nice,
again
quick
with
one.
the paper piecing to go together. Lovely, lovely project. So that was a 6 o'clock hour that we had. What are we looking at, do we think? What have you decided on in
I've
this hour?
decided to go for the quilt.
Oh, nice.
Because it's
We've gone for a
getting
biggie.
late, and the quilt is a very easy pattern.
Right.
I mean, if you've never quilted before, it's so easy.
Right,
And you
okay.
could just, the squares are quite large, so you could actually just use one square for your first go if you want to just quilt on a small scale, and you can use it as a, well, it would be more of a massive cushion, but it could be actually, it's probably one square is probably big enough to go in a cot, you know,
right,
just,
okay.
yeah, or a pram cover, you know, just
All
to cover
right,
a
yeah.
baby, you
I
know.
got where you are. I got where you
Quite
are.
small, like a newborn baby.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's a really, really simple quilt. It is basically one block rotated 16 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what I've done is I made all the blocks, and then I sewed 4 together, then these 4, and these 4, and then sewed these 2 together, these 2 together, and then them all together.
Right, okay.
So I wanted to do one that's like simple.
Yes.
And
yeah.
using these are all strips from one of the motor bags.
Right, lovely.
One of the strips that I got, and then mixed with 4 of the different solids.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Well, they really do work. You can see that they work together
well,
as well, can't you?
yeah, it was handy that I got this particular colourway in the
Nice.
rolls.
Yes, yeah.
And this one's actually got animals on it.
Oh, they're lovely.
It's a really cute roll, and it came with some nice blenders as well. That's
Right.
the thing. Everything just matched
It
together.
works, yeah.
Yeah.
It does work. I like that. So again, if you are thinking of a project, and again, if you want to have a go at doing your quilting and you've not done any, I mean, we've got 3 or 4 weeks all together at home, aren't we, in these moments? So maybe this is your time for some of those projects as we're looking forward. It's a large project that you're going to be working on, but as you've heard, and we're going to go through this, of course, with Jenny, but as you can see, once you've got the basics and the fundamentals, it's one of those that sort of repeats in its sort of technique. So a great one to start off with, which is brilliant for this one. If you want to go for the details, of course, this is the rotated strip quilt you can do, and you can actually go for your pick a mix of any two. You might want to include this one, you might want to go for this one, you might want to go for this and the pattern from 6 o'clock. You can go for those two, for example. It's got a saving of £6, which is brilliant, and you're going to get both of those for just $15.98. 946 591. Have a little gander on the website, of course, and check if it's this one and whichever ones you want to go for, and more, of course, of those on the live shows tomorrow with Jenny. Right, great. I'm looking forward to this, Em, because I've never done any quilting.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, real novice, right from the beginning, etc.
So it really is perfect. But then also, if you're a more experienced quilter,
Right.
you can challenge yourself with this quilt, because the top's really easy to make, but maybe you could use it as like learning how to quilt. The actual quilting.
Oh, okay.
Do more quilting on it.
Nice.
Because it hasn't taken you too long to make.
Right, okay.
So you've got more time to do that. Again, experienced quilters as well. Gifts.
Oh,
this is going to be my go-to gift quilt now because I can make it quick, and also it's great for scraps.
Yes, yeah. And again, so it really does work. This project works brilliantly, actually, with the scrap bags to work with and the strips you're going to get in there.
So all the strips that you get, they are different widths.
Okay.
So in this pattern, the strips are 2 1/4 inches wide.
Right.
So not all the strips will necessarily be wide enough, but if you can see on this strip here, you've got the selvage, so you do get the selvage on quite a lot of them.
Right.
Some of the selvages don't have the white strip. They go straight through to the pattern. Here we go. Here's an example.
Okay.
So you can see here, you don't have the white strip.
No.
You do have the selvage with the tiny little dotted lines.
Right.
Probably can't see that very well. If, like, let's say one of those dots ends up slightly in your 2 1/4 inch strip, it's all right because you can sew that into the seam allowance.
Right.
They're so small, they're not going to make a difference.
No.
So you really shouldn't worry too much. You can see them there.
Yeah,
So, like, if you just ended up with some of those dots, they would be right at the tip of the seam allowance, like right at the edge. So they really wouldn't, you know, so you can use it really well. You just sew them into the seam allowance. In fact, I've seen some beautiful quilts made, including the selvages, because often, see, this selvage is gorgeous. You can see the,
oh, right,
you know, this one's got flowers on. So actually, if you wanted to mix it up and do a really proper scrappy quilt, you could use that within your 2 1/4 inch strip.
Yeah.
And they look, I've seen some amazing selvage.
Right.
And if you're not using the selvage, save it.
Yeah.
And use it for something. I've got a bag full of them.
Have you really?
Yeah, especially ones like Moda, which often, see, this one's got anchors. Yeah, so it's all the colours that are within the print. So you can use those to match with your, you know, with your solids. They're the colours within the print, so that gives you a great idea. Oh, I don't know what solid to add to this, because, you know, you can't pick one. So have a look along the bottom, and they're the colours.
Yeah, got you.
So yeah, always save them and use them for stuff. Never throw
that's a good idea. And like you say, it just adds to the whole look. It keeps it interesting when you look at them as well to find them on there. Lovely idea.
So I thought I'd show you what, you know, the strip rolls are like that you're getting. So I've cut some 2 1/4 inch strips by the length that you need, and this is how simple it is. So I cut all the strips to start with.
Right.
So I think my maths is very bad. I rely on my dad for that side of this. 64, could be making that up. Anyway, 16 per large square, so 16 times 4. Go on, you should do it. 16.
32, 64.
Yeah, I got it right.
Yeah.
64. So I cut all my strips. And
I thought someone would shout, stop counting them, we stopped counting, but that's just the TV recently. I got confused.
Because I had 2 strips. You can get 2 strips from each length.
Right.
With a little square left over, usually. So keep that. Use it for something else. Hexes, anything. Because you could make this, and then with those strips, you can make one of these smaller projects. With the leftovers.
Perfect.
Right, so what I did was I cut them all, and then I just mixed them all up.
Right.
And then I split them into sections of 4, but I would just grab, because I find that's the easiest way of not overthinking which fabric's going with which when you want strips, because I didn't want all the same colours in them.
So you really did go ad hoc, basically?
Yeah, because I find that if you're looking at them too much, you're going to end up with maybe all oranges. And then at the end, it won't look so scrappy.
Right.
It won't necessarily have the look you had in your head if you wanted them to be mixed.
Got you.
So just throw them down and just grab
Go for it.
in 4s. And then you can have a look. And if you're not happy, if you have picked all of one colour in one, just swap a few over.
If you're not happy with that, then go for a best of 3. Go for a best of 3. No, you'll find it.
So all you need to do, we're probably going to make a few of these blocks, but I thought it would be great for anyone who's never quilted before to watch it made a couple of times, because they are really quick. So all you need for one block is 4 strips and then a solid for your background, which you don't necessarily have to do solid. You could do solid strips with big prints as the larger piece of fabric.
Right.
In my pattern there's a colouring page.
Yeah, oh, okay.
So I've got the quilt design, black and white, so you can photocopy it and colour it in.
Oh,
and think
wow,
ahead.
that's good. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So that's all you need for one block.
That's 1 block's worth there?
That's 1 block's worth there.
Okay.
So I'm going to sew everything at 1/4 inch seam allowance. So my machine's got a setting for that, or you can get your 1/4 inch foot out. I know a lot of people who don't have that, they just put some washi tape.
Oh,
They
mark
measure it
off.
from the needle and mark it off, and then you can do a line all the way down. So if you struggle
okay.
with a straight line,
Yeah.
you can just follow that.
We're back to our wiggly things earlier on again, going off, aren't we?
Struggle with a straight line, yeah, that's me. Right, so you're just going to place 2 of the strips right side together, and you are going to sew your 1/4 inch down that strip. If you're a beginner, I would definitely suggest pinning down
Right,
your
yeah.
strips. I mean, I still pin, especially long lengths. So when
to
I'm
keep them-
sewing the 2 large blocks together,
Right, yeah.
the top 2 large blocks, I would pin those, the bottom 2, and definitely along when I'm sewing them
Got
all
you.
together.
Right.
Because you want to make sure that your corners match up.
Yes.
So you see, when I say corners, because I really want to do this for beginners, because
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
that's
everyone
great.
says this corner here in the middle.
Central one.
Yeah, the central one is where all 4 blocks meet. So you want to pin that bit first.
Right,
And
I
work
got
your
you.
way out. So then, you know, if you're beginning, if these ones don't match, you can't really tell because of all the lines
Okay.
rotating.
But as long as you're
But
central.
these ones, it's always good if you can get
Yeah,
those ones
got you.
matching, because they are quite a focal point. But unless this would actually look really nice with just one background colour. You can imagine it with a white.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course.
or depending on your roll that you're using.
Yeah,
Pick
right.
out a colour, and you could do all of one
the lot.
colour if you want, and then you would just need 2 metres, because you need about ½ a metre of each solid
Oh,
colour.
right, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So then you would just need, Anyway,
Lovely.
I'm going off
And-
on a
and
tangent
I know you
there.
mentioned about from beginners as well on that, Jenny. So if you are watching and you are just starting out, if you want to get in touch, you know, while Jenny's here, please, you know, let's dig into that talent and that knowledge as well. If you want any question at all regarding the quilting on this one, it may be the first quilt you're ever going to make. studio@hochanda.com if you would like to get in touch with us, any questions. Or maybe you've got a picture of you've maybe just finished your very first quilt as well that you've done. Send it through as well. We can share it as well.
Let's see your lockdown quilts.
Oh,
I've seen quite a few being
Have you?
posted recently, because people are finishing them now.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, come on, get your pictures sent in to us so we can all start feeling snuggly as well with all of those. So if you've just started, get in touch if you need to. But if you've got any of those finished projects you've just done for your first ones, your lockdown quilts, or your best quilt you've ever done, send your images too. Let's have a quilt off.
Oh,
Bring the
yeah,
images.
your quickest quilt.
What one?
Your quickest quilt.
Your quickest quilt?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing else under the quilts. Saturday night, but okay. Just saying.
I was going to say it's Friday.
Well, I think... Oh, is that quilt night for you then, is it?
said
Okay,
that.
that's for you. Well, no, that's fine. You know, let's moving on.
Right, behave. So I've sewn all the way down here at 1/4 inch. So then you're going to open your 2 pieces up, and you're just going to press your seams to the side. Don't use steam. Steam will distort the fabric. So I've got my little iron here, so I'm just going to iron once down here just to set it, and then just iron them to the left here.
Right.
But yeah, definitely don't use steam, because it has a tendency to not only distort the fabric, but your seam might end up going a little bit wonky.
Oh, right. Well, see, that's the first time I've ever heard that. That's a good tip. I didn't know that one. That's brilliant.
Yeah, there we go. So there's 2 strips sewn together. So then you're going to take your 3rd strip and place it right side together with the last strip you just open out. And so
Do you remember your
1/4
very first quilt that
inch.
you made?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was actually all hexagon quilt.
Right.
So, because I started hand sewing first, I just did English paper piecing, so that's what I do the most of.
Okay, okay.
And I made a hexi quilt for my niece when she was born,
Oh, lovely.
and then I made her 2 more.
Oh, she
Yeah.
loves her quilts.
I mean, I don't even know if she does. I enjoyed making them. Yeah, no, so I made my first few little quilts like that, and then after that, I straight away released my first quilt pattern.
Blimey, there we go.
English paper piecing quilt, and yeah, I have got hundreds of them. I've got so many quilts. Thinking I might have to de-stash them soon.
Well, you said you've got... Oh, right. You did say you've got a cold house, so...
Yeah,
I'm sure they come in handy.
Definitely. So I've sewn the third strip on, so now we're just going to press that seam the same way as the last one.
Your bed could be like the Princess and the Pea, but in reverse. You're just underneath all the duvets rather than being on top of a load of mattresses.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is, I really do have so many quilts. On my Facebook a little while ago, a few of the people that follow me, they're so lovely, they wanted to see a show and tell of all my quilts.
Oh, wow.
So I did a Facebook Live and I got all of the quilts that I still had. I don't have them all. Some were on their travels to magazines and some I've given away.
Yeah.
My best friend, she often comes and looks through my stash. She's like, do you still need this quilt, Jen? It would just look really nice hanging on my wall. And before I know it, it's in her bag and it's on her wall, yeah.
That is technically
yeah, I did a show and tell from the beginning.
Wow.
To the most recent and stuff. I ended up having a little walk around the house because I had the quilts on the walls as well. Because I like to have, I use quilts for wall hangings instead of pictures.
Lovely, yeah. Lovely idea.
So I've done the third strip. And now we're just going to add the fourth strip. Again, quarter of an inch, right sides together.
But like you said, did you say your house is just brick on the brick wall?
So not the whole house, but the hallways. They're extra wide and they're they've got open brickwork on.
But like you say, things like the quilts in there, like, you know, for wall hangings and decorative styles are being used as well. I mean, that's a fabulous way of getting colour into any sort of design as well to look at. So we've got around the house as well. You've got that many.
Yeah, I love hanging quilts because they're English paper piecing as well.
Right.
I often make them slightly smaller because obviously they're hand sewn.
Yeah.
So I like to make them so that they would be great lap quilts, but also wall hangings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Lovely.
There we go. I've added the fourth strip here and I'm just going to open.
Well, just let Jen just finish that last little bit of the pressing. Just to let you know again that we are looking, of course, for your Moda, the one-day special, basically. Now, a third of the stock has gone, by the way, and we're only into our second live hour. It is £41.88. You're going to be getting 2 scrap bags. They'll be full, £half a pound in materials in each of those bags. So you will be getting those. Now, on top of those, you're also going to be getting of the Eurofill threads. 2 spools of those. Again, the contents will vary on the colours that you're going to go. You're not just getting the bags, by the way, empty. You are going to be getting full of all your wonderful variables with your lovely Moda materials that are going through. So, like I say, £half a pound in each one of those bags, plus your spools in there. Now, that is available on your Flexi Buy. It's got a £6 saving, but £20.94. You're getting both of those. And it's, again, we talk about a third of the one-day special stock already allocated. 545410. And we've also got for you a single bag if you wanted to go for your Moda scrap bag. And again, your contents, that just looks like the saddest picture ever. Just one empty bag. Like I've just been down to the supermarket, got 5 huge big donuts or something, and I've just eaten them all. I haven't, by the way. I had 3 of them. So you get a variable collection of all of your wonderful scraps, of course, there from your Moda with all those lovely designs. And that's just £14.99. And like I say, the contents will vary. 738290. Also, I know you're going to be getting 2 variable threads that come with your one-day special. We've also got for you, if you would like to go for, this will come with 3 of your spools in here as well. This is fantastic. Now, they are mystery spools. They have a little mask on each. No, you don't know what colours you're going to get from those ones, so the contents of those will vary. But these are your Aurifil threads, and it comes with the case. So, really durable case, fantastic for all of your storage that you can get into these as well. So, you're getting, what, 16, sorry, to keep them all in place. Sorry, 12, that's it. Yeah, 4 on each, yeah. I had a bit of a moment, maths myself there. 585705, 35.99. Again, the contents will vary in there. Now, we had the smaller fabric packs that were there earlier on. They've gone. We've now got your fat quarters. These are beautiful. Now, we've got 2 options on these. Option 1, these are your reds, if you like. These are the North Pole that you can see. Option 2 are all the greens that are available for you. So, all of those, you've got your 10-piece fat quarter bundle, 831860, green or red, £34.99. Now, the charm packs, these are stunning. These are lovely. These are also proving really, really popular. These are 5-inch squares you're looking at, 42 pieces in total. You've got £7.95 saving on here. So it's just £17.95. You've got Santa on there, you've got snowmen on there, you've got the Christmas trees, you've got the wonderful sort of festive feel there with the log cabins, of course. 689-387. The smaller versions of those have sold out. Now, we all have a jelly roll, and this, of course, this is your Moda Vintage Holidays. 100% cotton, you're looking for your jelly roll. 42 by your 2.5 by 44-inch strips here. It has got a saving of £4.96, so it's down to £34.99, 065 980. So loads of options to make sure you get the right fabric for the right project. Keep your emails coming through. We'll have a look at those in a little while. But we did... I just heard a sort of a Tarzan impression there. I think our director's trying to capture all the images for you. We're going to go to Jenny now to see where we left off with you just bringing those 4 pieces together.
I was just going to say, seeing those jelly rolls, you could use those for the quilt.
Oh,
you
definitely.
could do Christmas ones. Even the fat quarters, you can cut those into the strips.
Oh, OK.
So just match them with some solids in the background. But that would be such a cute Christmas quilt, wouldn't it?
That would be nice.
And that's a great idea because it's so quick to make.
Yeah, yeah.
For a Christmas
that's
one.
a good gift for someone, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's lovely, that.
Or just for your house.
Oh.
Well, you know.
Been to my house.
I'll make you one.
Yeah, all right. No, you're not making presents
That's
this
true.
year, remember? Yeah. Oh.
That is true.
That's because you're too busy. Busy.
So you get your solid that I've cut out already, and you just place that right sides together. So if it was printed, it would be right sides, the print versus the print. Line it up like you did the strips. And you're just going to sew your 1/4 inch seam down.
Right.
And then that will be 1 block finished.
Oh, right.
So I actually think it takes longer to cut the strips than it does to sew the quilt
To put them together, yeah.
Yeah.
But once they're all cut through, and that was a nice simple process, so once they're all cut through, then you stitch them there, those pieces together. We're putting the backing on with them now.
Yeah, put the background on. Try not to sew too quickly because it has a tendency of like vibrating on the table. It can be really
Shuddering
loud.
all over.
Yeah, because it's a really quiet machine in general, but when the table's a bit... Right, so you're just going to press again your seam.
Nice bright colours.
So make sure you can't get away with not pressing, because then your seams, when you come to quilt, they won't be flat and you'll end up with loads of overlaying fabric.
Right, OK.
When you're sewing your quilt together.
So don't skimp on that bit. That could be one of those things, they'll be all right, they'll be OK, but
yeah,
actually...
no, you have to press well as well.
And that's is that the secret regarding this, you know, to make sure that you do get those that actually join perfectly together as best you can?
I wanted to make this one as well, so you don't have many points to match at all, because when you are learning to quilt, that is the scary bit. Like, oh, what if my squares don't match up? And you can see. But it's the beauty of handmade anyway. It doesn't matter if they don't match up perfectly.
OK. Got a little bit of forgiving.
Yeah. So that's... oh, I'm going to bring that back into shot. That's 1 square made. So as you can see, that would be any of them, like this.
That's brilliant.
So then, because you just make it and rotate it in the 4 ways. So I'm going to make another one, and then we can sew 2 together. Yeah,
great. But I like this. I'm loving the simplicity of that. that doesn't feel too outside my comfort zone.
Good.
to try and attempt and doing
So
that
next time I see you, I expect to see a quilt made.
Well, yes, I'm not back in for about 3.5 years. I will. I'll stick to that one for you. If you would like to go for the pattern, by the way, of course, the details for that one on its own. You can get them in pick and mix, etc. At the bottom of your screen right now, you'll find the details there. It's 795341. It's only £9.99 as well for that. But again, maybe to get someone started, if you're having a go yourself for the first time, to have that there to go through, follow step by step with everything you need, which is absolutely perfect way of doing that one. £9.99. That we'll look at that. Now, if you do wanted to go for the scrap bag on its own, by the way, again, this is what we're sort of looking at on this side. Again, the contents will vary on this. 738-290. Now, you'll be getting one whole scrap bag full. It's around about £half worth of all of your material that you'll be looking at in there. Again, it's proving really, really popular as well. The one-day special, over a third of the stock's gone, but also a lot of people are adding this extra little bag as well to go with it for only £14.99. That gives you so much content as well to work with. Lots of lovely ideas of all your fabrics that will be in those strips. 738-290 is your item code for those. Right, I think that's everything up to date. We have got the solids, by the way, as part of your pick and mix. I know that we're talking about your solids to work with actually as part of this project, and they're absolutely fantastic as well. So the details for that, the pick and mix you can go for on those ones on any two, ½ meters that's available for you. You'll find the colours all on the website, of course, to have a little look through. But again, those have got £4 saving on, so really great time to get them. Certainly for projects like this with the quilt, it's only £9.99 for any two in your picking mats. Now, we're looking at dispatch for all your fabrics from the 23rd of November. Hope that's still going to give you time to make that if you are looking to make a Christmas gift for somebody. So, yeah, they'll be in the post with you as soon as they can. Lovely, lovely. You were saying earlier on that so all your training was also in knitting.
Yes, so I did a fashion and textile degree, and I specialised in knitwear.
Specialised in knitwear?
I did indeed,
wow.
Yes. I spent 4 years knitting at uni. I did a lot of machine knitting,
yeah,
and some hand knitting. And my final collection was kidswear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you've got loads and loads and loads of sort of history and background with all of this, so different areas of all the sort of stitching and knitwear and fabric
I love
work.
knitting. But I fell in love with patchwork when my auntie introduced me to it, actually. But I've always been sewing. Me and my mum used to cross-stitch when I was younger.
Right.
Yeah, everything.
I think that's still how people sort of get involved today, isn't it? You know, where they just, if someone's doing it, you know, and a lot of these kind of skills and techniques have sort of, you know, been passed down and worked through, and a lot of people now just having a little go. And I know my little boy's loving his stitch work, by the way, now. Fee's got the sewing machine out, and he was there practising with all his different sort of stitches that they could go on, what the machine was, and loves it,
Yeah, it's great. It's great for little ones too. My son's had to go. Sewing some straight lines. He had to make a Viking boat for school.
Wow,
and,
okay, so that's not an easy project to start off with.
No. So I was like, oh, you could sew a sail.
Yeah, nice, good. Yeah.
So I let him go, and the straight lines were pretty good. He hadn't had any shots. That's what it was.
If you're wondering, you needed to see the 6 o'clock show to wonder what we're talking about. We've got a new idea for a game, we think, which could make straight lines pretty tricky to come up with. But yeah, no, it is lovely. So you might have to watch the 9 o'clock show. We've got loads of ideas for your knitting, by the way. We've got all your books and magazines. So if you're looking for those, make sure you watch it, which is brilliant. Oh, now, we were asking for any questions if you're just starting out in quilting so that we can pass those to Jenny, or have you got images of your first quilt that you made or the best one you've done? Now, we've actually got a Jenny that's sending through, not the same Jenny, I don't think. This is Jenny who sent a picture now of her lockdown quilt that she's done. Started it in March, just finished.
Beautiful.
The first proper quilt that she's done, Jenny. What do we think?
It's gorgeous.
Isn't it lovely?
So many different techniques in it. You see, the camera shouldn't come over to me right now. I'm leaning forward so I can see it there. Oh,
isn't that lovely?
That is gorgeous. Well done.
Well done, Jenny. Thank you for sharing
that's
that.
Gorgeous.
Happy lockdown
I love
with that.
the blues and whites.
Snuggle. Yeah, beautiful colours, aren't
yeah,
they? Really lovely.
Clamshells around the edge. It's gorgeous.
Draped beautifully over a chair. outside. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Margaret has also sent through now that... Oh!
Oh, too, a cushion. Is that a
Her
bit...
first quilt that she's made for her grandson. Isn't that lovely?
It's one of the puff quilts.
Yes, that looks
They're
really snuggly, doesn't it,
gorgeous.
actually? I love that. Margaret, I love that. Thank you very
That's
much. Is that a giant
gorgeous.
hand that's draped over there? It's a giant hand. It looks like a giant hand seat there, Margaret. I'm liking...
Oh, the seat, yeah.
Yeah, the seat,
I was
yeah.
just looking at the puff quilt. Oh,
I
it
love
does,
it.
doesn't it?
Now then, thank you, Margaret. Annie has sent
beautiful.
through her quilt. Oh, and look at the
Oh,
beautiful...
look at the quilting on that.
That is beautiful as well, isn't it?
That's gorgeous.
That's taken some work there. That is gorgeous. Look at the size of that. That takes it. That's a big old
beautiful.
size sativa that's draped over there. That's brilliant. What a lovely, lovely quilt. Thank you for sending that one through. Marion has also got involved. Oh, yes, lockdown quilt.
Yeah,
that Marion,
look at those colours.
Mode of fabric. This is done
Oh,
from.
is it? And is it all solids? It is, isn't it?
That is,
I
yes,
love all
looks like it is
solid
all solids.
quilts.
That is
That is stunning.
funky, isn't it? Wow. Loving that. That is brilliant.
Oh,
Thank you for sharing that with us
that
as well.
is beautiful.
Kate's also been in touch with us and sharing with her
Oh, this
as well.
is making me so happy. I love seeing
It's great,
people's
isn't
quilts,
it?
yeah.
This is Kate's first ever quilt that she's
Is that
put
the
together
animals of
as well.
farthing wood?
Got a
It is.
pheasant?
I
Is it-
used, the animals of farthing wood. I used to watch that when I was little.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sure it is. If it's not, they are literally all the animals that were in it.
She
She needs to let me know.
Yeah,
what
do
fabric
let us know.
is that?
What fabric is that? Now, she started this in
That's
lockdown.
gorgeous.
and
Yeah.
Now she's on to quilt number 2.
Oh.
I like it. You get the bug, don't you? I love them.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much for sharing those with us. It is lovely, you know, because when we're this end in the studio, and certainly for yourself, Jenny, you know, you get all the wonderful tips, ideas, suggestions, you know, designs, everything. But to see how you've actually done your projects and been working, to know that people are busy crafting away,
Yeah.
that's great to see,
I
isn't
cannot get enough of seeing people's stuff. I love it. I spend a lot of time on social media just looking at everyone's stuff.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to
Yeah.
see people doing it. And I know crafting, I'm sure all crafting, but I know in the quilting community, it has really helped everyone through
Yes.
through
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Like, we've all, you know, checked in with each other,
Yeah.
and we've got a few different groups. I have one with my friend called So Crazy Girls.
Yeah, right,
We're local
right.
sewists, and everyone on that page, I'll just randomly post and just check everyone's okay. Anybody
That's
wants
lovely.
a chit chat?
That is lovely, though, isn't it?
It's,
That
it's
is
lonely
lovely.
because a lot of people are living on their own during this.
Yeah.
So it's nice that if you can't get out and about, there's people who love the same stuff as you to have a chit chat with.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I know there's been a lot in certain communities as well where they've done it, where there's people that have been homeless, you know, and they've done a lot of these sort of designs, and the people have donated, you know, lovely quilts and things again for people like that. So there is a real kind of everyone helping, supporting each other, and the network again, as you talk about there.
Such
you know,
a
we're
fab
just communicating with
community.
each other, which is what it's all about, and sharing, like you just done there. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. Lovely.
It's great.
Well, I
Everyone
got a
is-
feel-good factor from those as well. That was lovely.
Yeah,
That was
it's
nice.
beautiful. I love it. So I'm just, you can always square off your blocks if anything's moved or you've cut something slightly too long. Because it
Right.
always happens, even if it's just, it might not look too long and you might have thought, I've cut a perfectly 14.5-inch strip.
Yeah.
When you've sewn it, it's moved slightly.
Right.
Or maybe you cut 14 and I'm not very good at points, but a little bit more. And it makes a difference once they're sewn together. So you
Course.
just square off and make sure you block square at the end and it's all fine.
Right, okay. You've got a bit of forgiveness in there, like you say.
Yeah,
Yeah, lovely.
So all you do next is you would rotate these. So you'd have one lot of strips along, and the instructions are really clear as well.
Good, yeah, great.
I've got step-by-step images of everything you sew.
Brilliant, brilliant,
So
brilliant.
the tops, the bottom bit,
Everything.
the next blocks that you sew. Yeah.
I'm one of those that needs to have sort of something visual to look at, to
See,
double
I'm
check
a visual
it with.
learner.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I could read a pattern 50 times.
Yeah.
There's with no pictures and not get it.
No, show
Pop
me.
some pictures next
Yeah,
to it, and I'm
exactly.
like, that's what you meant.
It's true. Yeah, it's amazing how people learn, isn't it?
So you're just going to put your two blocks right sides together now. Once you've always rotate them before you put them right sides together, so you know that you've popped them in the right direction. And then you are going to sew that 1/4 of an inch. Again, this whole quilt is 1/4 of an inch. So once you've set your machine at 1/4 of an inch, you're ready to go.
Ah, I love it. I really hope there are people now that are watching that are going to try for the first time and think, do you know what? I'm going to have a go at this. I've seen all those other lovely images that people have sent through that they've done, people that have tried their first one and made them through lockdown. And also that sort of sense of pride knowing you've done it. And you've got here, don't forget, it's step by step. The details, if you want to go for the rotated strip quilt pattern, the details for that are at the bottom of your screen. And again, I would say, I saw a lot of lovely quilting's been seen and put together on my time here on the show, of course, and you get to see some really great ideas. But I would say for a beginner, like I would be, doing my very first one, this is something, and watching those being stripped and those put together, seeing how they go. Once you've got that one, that's it. That's your model to work with, and then you are literally, once you've done those, rotating them through. So it's a really great first project to go with. So the details, you can go for that individually, or if you want to go for part of your designs as part of the pick and mix, so you could go for any one of these. Now in the 6 o'clock hour, we had the Scrappy Hexy pen roll that was put together by Jenny. So if you want to go for that particular set, then of course you get all your details. Again, all step by step with all your lovely photographs to work with it. Now we've got the hanging hoops. Now actually this project is just behind me. Here's the hanging hoops, and this will be on one of the shows tomorrow that Jen's going to be working with. We don't know what time. We're going to keep people guessing.
Yes! Yeah.
First show's from 8 o'clock, so it could be there. It might not be 12. That's the gamble. But it will be on tomorrow if you want to choose the hanging hoops as the designs to go for it as well. We've got the pouch, the Scrappy Hexy pouch. It's just here actually that we've got the fantastic Scrappy Hexy pouch. So that's a lovely project to work with as well, again, for all of that, which is really, really nice, which is absolutely fab. So that's also one of those you could choose from if you wanted to go for that. And over here we've got the Scrappy Hexy peg bag, which is just over here, and with pegs. Wow, wow, you've got all out, just to show that I'm not lying. There we go, there are your peg. Oh, quality old style peg, and you've got the modern as well. So if you'd like to go for the peg bag, that's a useful one to have.
Yeah,
that's
there's
a good
story behind this peg bag.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's inspired by my grandma's peg bag from back in the day. No, she wasn't called Peg, but she had a nice peg bag. I'll explain more on the show. Yeah, the peg bag show.
The peg bag show sometime tomorrow. I don't know about you, I'm hooked already on that one. That was a trailer, and that's going to be brilliant. So that's there. You can go for your pick and mix, and I think we're back there for the fantastic roll. So 946591. Go for any two of those that you're going to get there, including the quilt design. If you wanted to go for that one, only $15.98. The quilt's obviously on now. Tomorrow, the other ones, if you've not seen them, well, you'll see on the show tomorrow. Brilliant, lovely designs, step by step. All your illustrations are on there as well to take you through, which is fabulous ideas. Love it. I tell you what, we've only got about 13 minutes left on the show.
I was just having a look to see if I bought any batting big enough to quilt this, but I didn't. Of course I didn't. So I just thought, yeah, I'll tell you, you don't need much either. If you're a beginner, you might think that you need loads, and you're like, you just don't. You just need a rotary cutter, a mat, and a perspex ruler, any size. I mean, the large one's the best, because obviously you can do massive to small with that.
Easier.
And then it's always handy to have a smaller one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's all you need with your sewing machine for this project.
That's
you
it.
don't need any extra bits and bobs. You need your backing fabric and your lining and your binding.
Perfect.
So
well, all of those are on deals now.
Yeah.
You know, so the backing fabric is all there on a deal.
Oh, no, I mean the back of the quilt.
See. Oh, the quilting at the back,
but you can actually... you can sew your backing together. If you can't get hold of a big width...
Big piece,
just piece your backing. Some people always piece their backing because they make a feature of it.
Keep the features going.
Yeah, well, I sometimes I made my little boy a quilt for Christmas last year, I think it was. And I had some of the fabric that I used on the front left over.
Right.
So I used some plain fabrics and just pieced a strip of that fabric in the middle just to use it, because I knew I wouldn't use it for anything else.
So keep the theme
I thought I might as well just use it.
Lovely,
and he loves that.
Check the website for any of those tools that we were just talking about there with Jenny, of course, and all the offers. We've got loads of offers on there on allthews.hochanda.com.
Yeah, so I've sewn those two together now. That is...
Fabulous.
What would be two of the small blocks, I've called them.
Yeah.
And then I've called the 4 blocks together a large block.
Right,
so I didn't want to do it in... I wanted to make them in keep it going in
Sections,
blocks.
yeah.
I could sew some more together, or as beginners, it's sometimes the simplest things that you don't quite get. So I had another roll of fabric, had 2 rolls of fabric, which seem to have been, oh, there it is, mashed into one. So much fabric everywhere. So I just thought I'd show you the best way to cut, because these are on the bias. Nope, you've got the edge, selvage. They're not the bias, there, because you've got the selvage. All you need to do is check the width of the fabric, because you just want 2 1/4. So as you can see on here, I might get a couple of those dots in.
Right,
But
I see, yeah.
I noticed on one of these here, that I just wanted to show you how much you can use them. Can we zoom in on that or not? Can you see that some of the dots are there?
Yes, yeah.
Right, but they're far into the seam allowance. So they're really not going to affect the quilt at all.
Right.
It's not going to make any difference.
No, okay.
So that's the great thing about these, is you might end up with a couple of those in, but they're going to be in the seam allowance, so it's fine. So I need my big ruler, because it's a 14.5-inch strip.
I'm not criticising here, you know, but there's a couple of times I think you could have gone for the big ruler. You
I
tried
know,
it with a little
do you know
one.
what it is? It's because it's just...
You've had to swap.
I've had to swap a few times, haven't I? Right.
Here's a whopper.
It is a big one. So, yeah, just make sure that you've got 2.5 inch, and you might have to switch it round a couple of times just to get it straight, because they are cut, they are the scrap bags. So you're just going to cut across like this. Get rid of your... Always pop your blade in after. That's another
yes.
tip for beginners,
That's
because
a good one.
it's easy just to leave it like this and move your hand.
Old habits, yeah.
And before you know it...
Are you speaking from experience?
Of course I am.
Yeah. And honesty, I like it.
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
See, look, you've got this little square here. Look how perfect that is for a hexagon.
There we go.
Don't throw your bits away.
Keep everything.
Or even you can measure that one, and that would probably be a 2.5-inch square, and you've got that.
Yeah, yeah.
You can make a postage stamp quilt, which is just loads of like small squares sewn
okay.
together. So like a traditional square quilt.
Right.
Again, that's another good one for beginners once you've done something like this, where there's not too many corners to seams to match
Yeah.
up, then you could go for just squares, and then
Right.
yeah. So I've done the straight lines first, and I'm just going to now, well, I've cut one straight line, so I've turned the fabric around, and the line that I just cut here, I'm just lining up with my 2 1/4 inch. And now I know that it wants to be 14.5 inch long, so as you can see there, I've got 14.5
yes.
inch.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get my blade open and just go across like
Trim
that.
up. Right. So
And
we're
there you
making
go.
sure we're
So it's
getting
just-
our material as perfect as
Yeah,
in
you
shape
want to
as
get
we
it.
need.
So you do sometimes, because they are strips like this, you do sometimes have to cut twice. So
Right.
you'll cut there, you'll flip it around to cut there, and you'll realise that actually now you've cut off the selvage.
Yeah.
The selvage sometimes pulls slightly
Okay.
on the fabric.
Okay.
So
Right.
once you've cut that off, your fabric will lay flatter again.
Right, okay.
But don't cut it off without measuring first to make sure you've got your 1/4 inch in. It's
Make
just
sure.
little tips like that. 'Cause
Yeah, no,
you
that's
could end
really
up
useful.
just being like, oh, that selvage is annoying me. I'm just going to whack it off,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, now it's not wide enough.
Yeah, yeah.
So, because like I said, you might get those little dots in with these strips.
So again, everything on that preparation is key when you
Yeah.
start with your tools, the materials you're going to be working with.
Yeah. So some of your strips, again, don't panic. They might not be wide enough.
Right. Okay.
So you can just do something else with those, but you've got enough strips that will be wide
will
enough
be.
in there
Right.
to do it. Yeah.
Great, great,
Yeah,
that's
because
good,
they
that's
really
good.
do vary, but then that's great because they can just be added to your stash.
Yeah. You'll find something. There'll be a project just calling out.
Yeah,
Fate.
yeah, scrappy. That's the lovely thing about quilting as well. Is scrappy always looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And you
yeah.
don't even need to colour coordinate your scraps.
Right,
When
right.
they're sewn together, they always look great.
Yeah.
All the
That's what we want.
squares. A lot of people I know have been making 1-inch hexagon quilts for years.
Okay.
They just, every time they get some scraps, they baste a hexie, they put it in a box with their scraps.
You all right?
And they'll just pop it in a box, and then whenever they feel like it, they'll get some out and sew some together.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll just carry on, and every time, every square they get, they'll baste a hexie and just pop it in a box.
That's a
And some of
massive
them
ongoing.
yeah, someone I know has nearly got a double bed spread
Wow.
now. Yeah, hand
Wow.
sewn. It's taken years,
Yeah.
but it's not their go-to project. It's just the project that they'll do randomly as
That's
and when
brilliant.
they feel like picking some hand sewing up, because it's not one that you're ever going to forget what you're doing.
No, right, I
Yeah,
see.
with the quilts like machine quilts and
Yeah.
stuff that you're following a pattern, you might forget what you're doing.
Yeah.
But with stuff like that, there is no pattern. You are just sewing hexagons together.
That's mad.
So, yeah.
That is mad. I love that.
Yeah, I might just show you actually. How long do we have?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes. That's all right, isn't it?
I might just show you, quilting.
Thank you, because this is really useful
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm just
you know.
this is it. I'm trying to think. I've shown you how to do some blocks together. So when you're actually basting a quilt, you get... Going to end up cutting into all those fabrics, aren't I? That's happened many times.
Oh, no.
Never have too much on your work surface. So you always want to leave some extra around your fabric, your quilt top and your backing.
Okay.
Your backing and your batting needs to be bigger than your quilt top.
Right.
In case of any movement.
Right, okay.
I usually say at least 2 inches all the way round when you're doing a quilt.
Right.
Often I leave 4 inches all the way
Oh,
around.
okay, right.
Yeah.
Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it might move while you're doing it. So I glue baste, but you can pin.
Right.
You just put pins every now and then, or you can tack baste. I glue baste purely, apart from timing. Honestly, for me, I've found it the best way. Nothing moves.
Right. It stays.
Nothing moves, especially because I've done some very large quilts, and when you're popping them through your machine.
What's the largest one you've worked on then?
I think it's 92 by 92 inches.
Oh, blimey.
And it went through this one.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That must have been all over the place in there. You must have been hiding underneath it while that was going through.
Had it over my shoulder.
Wow.
Had it over my shoulder. I ended up putting a table next to me as well, just for the weight
keep
of
the
it.
weight, yeah, I was
It
gonna
fits
say.
through the machine perfectly because this has got a massive throat.
Right.
But
right.
yeah, it's just the weight of it of the bits you're not. So the backing would be larger, but
blimey.
I'm actually just using a piece of fabric that I've got for this. So I'm going to have to just try and line them up. Whereas this is the reason why you would have your backing fabric the same size as
Oh, I
this.
see.
But
Yeah.
I'm just trying to use what I've got.
Right.
So you baste your front and your back, and always baste from baste out, so you don't get any. I have a rolling technique. Imagine this is a massive quilt. So I would baste this bit like this, and then, oh, I've already basted that bit, let me roll that up. Then I would spray and roll some down and flatten, because a lot of people hate basting quilts, but I found this technique, and
okay.
now I could baste away.
Oh, really?
It doesn't bother me at
That's
all,
it.
yeah, however big it is. Then I'll do the next bit, like that, roll it down, and then I would just baste the last bit. So that is how I do a massive
Right,
quilt, for
okay.
both the front and the back.
Got
I'll
you.
have it on the floor, and I usually do the back first,
Yeah.
and then flip it over and do the front.
Right. Okay.
Hands and knees, rolling it up, spray, roll down, flatten and push towards you.
Sounds like a workout.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say.
the quilting is when it's a massive one
Yeah,
as well. You
yeah,
end
yeah,
up
yeah.
with like good guns.
Guns. There
So
we
when
go.
you're quilting, you need to use a walking foot. This machine has it attached. Most machines, you have to screw the walking foot in.
Right.
And then you want to use a larger stitch. I use about a 3.8 length
Okay.
of stitch. And so what you're going to do is, this is just straight line quilting. I would suggest when you're starting, don't stress yourself with free motion.
Right.
Straight line. On this quilt, did some very simple quilting. I echoed the seams. Stitching in the ditch is what a lot of people like to do at the start.
Oh.
But actually stitching in the ditch is hard.
That's the technique
because you
of it.
have to you go right down the middle of a seam.
Oh, I see.
And you've got to keep very straight, and it's actually harder.
Right.
But if you echo seam, so I've sewn just over 1/4 of an inch outside this seam. So I've gone all the way around each block and then down
Right.
between these things, and then I've just hidden the ends of the...
Oh.
Stitches
Sorry, Tom's
in.
we've got less than a minute.
Okay, so basically when you're
sorry,
quilting,
that's just caught up.
both in, and you want to go nice and slow. I'm going fast. So as you can see here, your walking foot is taking your fabric, helping the layers
right,
go
yeah,
through.
I
Can
see.
you
That's
see
a
it
great shot.
walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's taking the fabric through. And then if you always have your needle set so it ends up down in the fabric,
yeah,
you can twist and you can go.
That is brilliant.
So always set your machine, if it's got the option, to end with it down. If it doesn't, then take it down before you go round.
Well, that is brilliant. Listen, I hope you can carry on some of these tips again for tomorrow, because we are running out of time as well. But listen, Jenny, thank you so much for tonight. That is absolutely fine. So helpful, really good. Look forward to the shows tomorrow. Thank you very much indeed, as well from Jenny, and I'll see you soon. What a lovely hour. Loads of hints and tips and lovely participation from everyone. Thank you very much indeed. OK, everybody, get ready. It's Read 'em and Stitch happy hour next. So get yourself your favourite book, get ready, get a drink, and I'll see you on the other side of this.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select settings. Select your network and select setup connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Andy from Picture This. I've been a painter all my life. Picture This was actually formed on the back of a throwaway remark from one of my art students. This has developed my drawings into a series of photopolymer stamps, clear stamps for the crafting community and the crafting industry. The stamps are all hand-drawn by me, they're made in the UK, most important to us at Picture This, and we have so much more to bring. Our shows on Hochanda, we hope to make them informative, amusing obviously, entertaining, but mainly it's about bringing the creative spirit to you. Make sure you tune in and watch the Picture This shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Paul Church from Clarity Stamp. I've been fortunate enough to turn my hobby into a career and joined Clarity Stamp in January 2016. My background has always been in crafting and I enjoy making things and sharing things. That's what crafting's all about for me, making things and sharing with others, and also learning all the time. At Clarity Stamp we bring you a wide range of products, from stamps, stencils, groovy and pergamano. And the great thing about that is that it covers crafters from all different aspects, so whether you're into stamping, stenciling, parchment craft, we've got it covered at Clarity Stamp. So I hope you can tune in and join the Clarity team on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Sue Trangmar and I started Daisy Chain Designs 20 years ago. Back in the day there were very few quilt patterns in the marketplace, and so I started to bring patterns into the UK from America and Australia, and along the way I've been lucky enough to work with some fantastic British designers, and that is what really the essence of Daisy Chain Designs are. At Daisy Chain Designs, we're passionate about sewing and quilting. We design projects that hopefully will inspire you to pick up your needle and thread and have a go. We have great fun in designing things from the very start, and then the end product is always very exciting when you actually see it made. So don't miss the Daisy Chain Design shows on Hochanda.
Look at this, is massive. I'm standing up. Coming live from Middle Earth, everybody. Yes, it is the Hobbit show. Yeah, it is. We thought we've got to have a bit of I'm coming out. Oh, this is killing my knees. I feel like I'm on the set of Jack and the Beanstalk. I can hear bones being ground and all of that. It is massive. I just wanted to just jump up. Oh! What a set! What a set! Oh, pillows. Oh, I feel like Graham Norton. I just wish we had the lever and another chair somewhere that we should do. We should bring on guests. We should get on guests, I think, and then if they start doing any demonstrations that anyone isn't happy with, just let me a message and we pull the lever. There they go. Another guest come through. So when we're allowed to have the guests in and we're not socially distanced, that would be fantastic. Right, everybody. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to an hour with we've got everything books related, basically. Loads and loads and loads of sewing books, everybody. And what they said for this hour, they said what we want to do is we want to bring the sewing expert on. We need someone that's well read. Somebody that's well read, basically, that basically sewing just comes, you know, second nature to them as well, that has read every book going regarding that. But they've got me. Because everybody else is out doing things, you know, socially distancing in a lockdown. But what we thought is, it is book related, so we're going to go through lots of the offers that we've got for you, which if you are into your sewing and any with your knitting, we've got loads of design ideas as well, loads of things that are going to be able to bring to you with projects that you can work on, and we're going to give you the whole collection to go through. And if you like any of them as well, pop them into your basket. Now, they may be for you, they may also be for friends of yours as well, because we are at that time, of course, where we are in another lockdown, and so I know that people sort of getting more books are coming through, a lot more reading that was taking place because we can't be out socialising or anything like that. It's the perfect time, isn't it? Perfect time for either swatting up ideas or just have a little read as well, in the interest of yours. Also, though, we want to know the best book you've ever read. We want to just have ideas of what is the best book you've ever read. And if you can do it in a sentence, why it was the best book you've ever read, let us know what is the best book that you have ever read. What's the one that sticks in your mind as well? Studio@Hochanda. Or if you're watching us on Facebook Live, very good evening to all our fantastic friends there as well, the whole gang, if you want to say hi. Best book. And why? So it came through earlier on. I didn't mention this, but apparently there was one of those decorating books that came through, 50 Shades of a Colour. I can't remember the colour of it as well. Apparently very, very popular. Very, very popular. But who would have thought colours of that particular bland sort of grey was so well read? And there you are. So if that's your favourite book, then lovely. I've never read it. I don't know, but apparently gaffer tape sales went up. So that's all I can say. Right. So it is your happy hour deal. So everything is going to be reduced down in price, a little bit like reduced down in size. So we've got overhead camera as well. Keep cutting in and out. That was me, by the way. I just heard the producer go, "Oh, mic's gone. Mic's gone." That was me. That was all right. Just wanted to worry tech. So we are going to make sure that your prices are down for this hour so you can get all of the deals. So I've got an overhead so I can flick the pages. It's basically story time with Scotty. is what we thought. We tried to have like a nice little show opener. What we thought was a balloon being held by a child, let go of at a fair, you know, a little fairground or anything. And as the little balloon goes off, quite CBBC kind of styly, it turns into my head on a stick. Because they thought that would scare children, and so best not do that as an opening. So it's just as plain. Oh, also, yeah, Tech just said to me, by the way, people in the technical area that do all that, he said that would take me a good 6 to 9 months to do that, working with your face. None taken. There we go. Right, so we've got to start off with Easy to Sew book bundle. There we go, straight away here, the Easy to Sew. Now then, we are going to get you the books here. These are the tote bags, the skirts and the pillows for this one. Usual price that you're looking at here for all of this, £29.96. So it's down to £9.99. Shall I get one of these and place on table? Now, we'll do this together. I've never opened this book before. I don't know anything about it, so we're going to find out what's in here. So let's have a little look at... ooh. There we go. It's a voice. Welcome, everybody. Come with me. But it is a big saving. I will say that. It is a big saving. And you are getting both of these, aren't we? We're getting both of these. We'll come to this one first of all. So we got the one tote 3 ways. Sew and go purses. You had me at hello. Come on. Felted ×2. That sounds like a night out. Come on. This is brilliant for £9.98. That's amazing. Bohemian Messenger. Colourful carry-all. And then there's the credits. But we won't read the credits. So... I want to say, I mean, on here, we've got lots of projects on here. So it tells you about the tote 3 ways. Are you trying to curb your use of disposable bags? How did you know? How did you know? The fabric tote bags, stylish and green alternatives to the plastic or paper, and they can be customised in countless ways. Now, if you have got your Moda fabric that we have from the one-day special and you're looking to work with those ideas, then great ideas here to make your tote bags. And we are, aren't we? Generally, we are trying to look at our recycling and bring that one down. So here, the first one you're opening up there, again, is to make the basic tote bag. I know that, do you know what? They charge a fortune for some of these bags. We just had something come... Just have a little moment. It's a little dad moment, a little parent moment. My child did all the artwork for, as every school does, a Father Christmas or whatever it was. Actually, she's done a hedgehog with a red nose. I said, be original, and it's brilliant. And so then she sends that to the school. The school then sends down an option sheet that I can choose from. If I want to have a tote bag with my child's design on it, then for £12 they'll print one. 12 quid for a bag that my daughter's... Of course, we had to get 3. Because, you know, if she finds out that I didn't get one and she's done the design on her very first design's tote bag, how bad does Daddy look? But they'll charge a lot. So anyway, you can make your own tote bag. All the details are on this particular bag as well. Silk and sequins. That's not easy to say, is it? Silk and sequins on a tote bag. Bit posh to pop down to Aldi with, but... Why not? Imagine the envy of the rest of the queue down the bread aisle as you're there waiting to unload on 5. You know the one when they sort of say that. You come there with your sequins. They'll move aside for that. We've got the birdie applique tote. I never knew there was such a world of and you've actually got the patterns to work with here. Sew and go purses. Oh, I tell you what, I'm going to forget this. This is a great... Every time I sit back, the mic disappears. You don't want to know where it's going. But you're not going to get a reception and you ain't changing any batteries. So you've got the sew and go purses. And by the way, you are getting 2 of these as well, by the way. So it tells you how to make your wonderful bags to work with here. Look at that. Here's one that Adam modelled earlier that you can see. Looking lovely. I want my bracelet back. Felted ×2. How do you get away with writing that? And I thought that 50 Shades was dodgy to say. But look at that, felted ×2 tonight. Here, felting allows you to turn an old sweater into, I thought that said crusty colour, into a cushy, colourful bag that's just right for toting essentials. So that's an old jumper. That's good, isn't it? How to rework on that. Again, we're all talking about upcycling and working as well. There we go. There's your felt sweater, and you take your old sweater. Have you got an old sweater? Anyone got an old sweater? That one's got holes in that, you know, it's gone a bit bubbly. You like it, but honestly, everyone else thinks you look awful in it. I'm just letting you know. They've not said anything, but what they're secretly thinking is, that would look good as a bag. So go with that one. You've got the needle and felt. This is fantastic. Sailor stripe, the carry-all. Look at that, she's proud. Matched there with a headscarf to go with the bag as well. Very beach-like in that colour. Oh, can you see that? There we go. Moira said, did we miss the wheel spin? Oh, I forgot there was... there's no deal wheel tonight because they wouldn't leave me in charge with a wheel. That's why they put me here, like Tom Thumb, to be with you as well. So there is no... basically, we spun the wheel and you ended up with me. I'm sorry. It's a bit like the booby prize, really. So I apologise for that. And listen, who was that message from? Moira, listen, Moira, it's only you and me anyway. So, nobody else is going to cough up or show any idea that we shared this moment together. Okay, so there we go. So anyway, all you do how to put your tote together. There's your bohemian message. That's only your first bag. I'm not going to show the whole lot because there's huge amounts in there, but you do get 2. That's just your first as well. Now, this is for your skirts and for your pillows to work with. So, easy beaded bags, pretty pin cushions. Is there any other sort? Pillow pom-poms. I'm going straight to page 8. Origami pouches, crescent clutch, collage cards galore, soulful slippers. See what they've done there. Travel accessory. Oh, what do they think of travel accessory? I'm going to page 8, then I'm going to 25. Let's go to page 8 first of all. Pillow pom-poms. Oh, they're nice. Oh, look at them. Oh, I'm getting used to working with overhead. 5 years on a channel, I've never had an overhead camera before. I did ask them, by the way, to make sure they don't get my bald spot. So I'm hoping my bald spot won't be shown. It's only little, you probably wouldn't notice anyway. Pillow pom-poms. Oh, I think I got away with that. I'll tell you what. I nearly got out direct to 5. They thought that was really bad camera work. It was actually just my best shot that you saw there. Pillow, yeah, you can work at your pom-poms in there. Oh, origami pouches. Oh, I love that. I mean, I think the basics of origami is quite simply twofold, isn't it? Sorry about that. It's still that penny's still dropping in the gallery for my producer. So there we go. Listen, I'll be honest, it's the best you're going to get. When it comes to origami jokes, I ain't got loads. That was it. That was it. Right. Oh, hang on. What's this about? No, don't stop me now. I've just found Soulful Slippers page. There we go. Now look at these. These are fun and funky, aren't they? They're great. OK, happy hour deal. Usual price, and you can understand why. Look at £30 for all of these. It's absolutely brilliant. It's actually down to £9.98 only. So you've got almost, give a couple of pence here, you've got a £20 saving on those. They're great projects, perfect for you to work with. 138496. I love that. Absolutely brilliant. By the way, if you've got any messages you want to get in touch with the studio at Hochanda, if you want to leave us a message as well, also on Facebook, then please do so, just so I know that actually this moment that we're sharing, which is one that we're never going to forget, even though you will try, that we are together in doing this. Right, let's move on. Now, let's just go to the straight to front cover of these. Hello, look, arm knitting. Now, let me just ask this question. OK, has anybody else ever heard of it? Is this when you do the big... I fell like I'm going to fall off with this arm here. Arm knitting. I need to find out more about this, OK? Let me just tell you again. Coming with you the journey, the water's fine. $15.98 is down to $9.98. Oh, my... The arm is the needle. Well, blow me down with a big needly stick, and that... I want to have a go. Look how smug they are on that, because they know about it. And believe it, it's the irony that she hasn't got her arms covered up. I love that. We need a front cover for the Arm Knitting magazine. What about this look? Yeah, you've got no arms knitted, but yeah, OK, we'll go with that. Oh, that looks fluffy. Let's have a little read of these. Oh, my, the world of arm knitting. Come on, look at this. So these are all like throws, cardigans, kind of casual kind of feel. The Amethyst Allure, page 18, I'm going straight there. No, I'm not. Look, I'm actually going to just have a little look. Half and half mixed media on the cowl. Do you know what? Yesterday we had the alpaca show. I loved it. Oh, my goodness, how soft is that material? 2 years. It was Tracy was our guest on the show yesterday. I loved it. She has 36 alpacas. I've got 3 friends. She's got 36 alpacas. I want her life. One of them was called Happy, escaped into another field, came in with a load of dandelions all over. That was a moment between their relationship, I feel. But 2 years in the process to get from when they actually get groomed, sheared, you know, that kind of process, where they have their nails done and everything. So it's like a retreat. And she, 2 years in the process to get enough to actually have those fibres brought together. They have them scientifically looked at, so you get the right length of the fibre as well. Before then, they blend and bring you the colours like lightning and dark and water, etc. And my point of my ramble, thanks for staying with me, everybody, was I didn't know what a cowl was. I didn't know it, the throw that you have over the shoulders that work with it. And I promise you, an alpaca that was actually only used by royalties around 6,000 years ago by the Incas, it was beautiful, lightweight, but so soft and so warm. So if you are working in that material, it is gorgeous. But this is lovely, actually, if you would. I like that in the monochrome, the black and white. The jewel of the night, that we've got the variegated ribbon top. I thought it was. We've got glitter and glam. She's proud. She's loving that, again. So I want to see a picture of how this is done with an arm. So does it know, actually, is there a technique in here with an arm being used to do this? Is it in the instructions? Okay, so in the instruction, you do 9 rows or so, cast off, finish. Oh no, that's, make it. If you're a knitter, can you let me know if you're watching right? Oh, here we go. Casting on, everybody. Casting on. In the introduction, arm knitting is so much fun. Okay, well, let's do it first, and we'll tell you. And the best part is you can do it even if you don't know how to knit. That is a statement. That's bold. That is bold. That's a statement, isn't it? That is bold. There we go. Some idea. By the way, we've got lots of books to get through. They've just heard that this is the good news. They've extended it until 6 a.m. We're right here till Adam joins us tomorrow morning live. Sorry, it's 9:15. I've done 3 books. I've got a whole library. I've got a plethora of pages to get through there earlier on. There's a lot of plosives there. I do apologise. I should have had my mask on. Again, lots of options. I thought she was nude apart from that scarf. Then I was like, oh, blimey. No more of that. That's how you speed things up. £9.98, down from £15.98 as well. 184,744. I didn't know arm knitting. Let me know if you've been doing it before. I think that is phenomenal. What a great book. Great. Get these. Honestly, you'll be begging for another lockdown just to spend more time with that. Right. Arm knitting. Where next? Baby knitting. You don't use it on a baby, surely. You don't use that instead of an arm. You use the baby. No, that can't be right. Can you imagine just everyone going, yeah, I've got a baby and I can do baby knitting. This is the whole thing. Has anyone got a spare one I can borrow? I've run out, so I'm doing a really big project. Oh, look at this, what we open up with. First thing. What is that? It's a hat. This is going to be... This is the book of baby hats. And we're going to spend the next 45 minutes on this. Because... oh, look, the birthday cupcake cap. When this baby is 18, it's gonna, honestly, this picture's gonna come back and haunt that baby for life. I mean, okay, the baby took the £4.50 for the photo shoot right now, but that's not enough. Look at this, the Beastie Beanie. Attitude, rap artist. Love it, the Greenie Beanie. This is lovely. Fancy scrumptious beanie. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face again at 3 in the morning when they're crying for milk. I love those days. Oh. You sit there and you go, is it too late to have another one? Yes. It was after the first one. That was half a bit of shandy. I wish I'd never drunk. We've got, here we got, Lobo, we've got the peppermint candy cap. Oh, move it, rude. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Right, that is just, no, you get all 3 of these. This is the Baby Knitting Book Bundle, caps and hats. Where's Seaside Baby? Seaside Baby, knits and baby bead. Oh, yes! Look at this! Oh, how happy. Superb sailor's hat. This is brilliant. Put some trousers on. I love this. the little cardigan to go with it. What an anchor, look at that. Beautiful, seashell sunbonnet. She needs to just slow down a bit in years. I think she's trying to get ahead with her fashion. They're holding, they're calling a spade a spade. That little sailing boat, the boat neck summer sweater. Oh, these are just adorable. Hot... The hot lobster pot top. Oh, this is brilliant. I wish I was 1 to 3 years again. What ages are these from, by the way? Doesn't actually say. I suppose it just depends. Like, size in 3 to 12 months. Size is 20 inches. All sorts, basically. If you're a baby, you'll be okay. And caps and hats for babies. You get that's what I've shown, isn't it? And baby beanies, Pretty in Pink. That's a good film. 483-990. Saving £9, £10.97. No babies included with that deal, by the way. All just lovely books, and absolutely perfect if you want to go for that one. £10.97 for your happy hour deals. By the way, these deals are only available until the end of the hour or until they turn 18. So get in quick. Right, what treats? By the way, has anyone got in touch with us about their favourite book they've ever read? No. Great. So when I said... what about this is a great idea? They all said, no, Scott, don't do it. I went, no. The Hochanda viewers will not let me down, and I was massively mistaken. So, Rachel said she's going to hold me to the arm knitting. OK, we do need to try the arm knitting. That would be... I think we have to have a go at that one day. We will do. Rachel will have a go at that. We'll have a go. Right, next up. On my, honestly, the bouquet of books. I can't believe I'm sewing. You know, I so couldn't agree more. I can't believe I'm sewing home creations and new ideas for appliques. What delights have we got on page one of these? I don't know about you, and let's be honest, I don't really care. I'm having the best night of my life right now. You are invited to join in with me. Just look at the happiness here. She can't believe she's sewing. She can't believe it. Someone's put some foliage in her bag. That's a massive bag, by the way. This is that's Pat Sloan. Who's Pat Sloan? Do you know Pat Sloan? She wrote this book, by the way. She wrote this. If you're watching, Pat. Sewing machine. Oh, right. So, parts of the machine. Here we go. Education. Because this is education, by the way. That's what Hochanda is all about. It's making sure that... Hey? Well, if you want to get Yanis, get Yanis. I don't care. It's fine. He won't do this. Well, Adam turned it down as well. Hayley wouldn't be seen dead in this chair right now, I tell you. No. Catherine's gone home. No, Leonie's very busy. Let her loose. Part of the machine, everybody. We've got all sorts of the machine here that you can see. This is interesting. You've got the presser foot, the needle plate, the feed dogs, seam allowance, your bobbin case, bobbin, little bobbin in there. There he is, little bobbin there. This is great, actually, isn't it? So it's going to take you right the way through. So this is real for beginners. I can't believe... Oh, sorry, I just heard from my director, how long left? Now, when you hear that, honestly, any confidence you had in this hour already, just crushed. Crushed. The only thing I've got to look forward to right now, by the way, is a 2-hour drive back to Yorkshire following road diversion. So feel my pain, everybody. But I'm staying. So this is great. Honestly, if you are just starting out, let's talk fabric. Yeah, let's do it. Where do you find fabric? Here on Hochanda, of course. How to pick your fabrics. If you are just starting, you've got the whole idea of pre-washing. Why is it good to pre-wash for those ones? Let's talk. No, there's a lot of talking, which is great. How to make your coaster sets. There's Pat there talking about all these as well. The table runners, we've got baby blankets. But this is, honestly, genuinely, £10.97. Now, if you are just starting out, you've got loads of inspiration, loads of ideas. But you know, and don't forget, that price is for all three. But lovely to actually have a little go and start out. Now, this one, this is Mary here. And Mary here talking about home creations. So Tea, coffee or cocoa, whatever your cup of choice, there's something satisfying about sitting down with a warm beverage. That, I'll be honest, that is the best opening sentence I've heard in any written material. Full stop, ever. And can you think of a better opening paragraph to a magazine, stroke book or anything? Subscription, nothing. I'm going to read it again. Tea, anyone? Question mark. So straight away, the reader's engulfed. You're in. And we cater to all sorts. Tea, coffee, cocoa. Whatever your cup of choice, there's nothing more satisfying sitting down than with a warm beverage. Then I want the next bit to be the door opened and in he walked. Pause. That's your drama right there. That's how you get this into a good book. Right. We've got loads of options. You've got your framed pieces you might want to go with. And actually, on here, you see, you've actually got all of your different templates to work from, all your guides as well. Floral quartets we've got in here. We've got all your leaf designs, which is lovely. We've got the toil basket. That's nice, isn't it? Living is joy. So this is lovely. And we've also got a third one. I'm not going to go through all of this one. This is your new ideas for applique. And this is by Pat. That's Pat Sloan. But again, you've got all of your different... Is it necessary that everyone be called Pat, by the way, in stitchwear? Oh, it's the same Pat. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was just checking. What I would say in that case, Pat's got the monopoly on it. But again, all of your different options are in there. Home creations. I can't believe I'm sewing, and it's only £10.97. 724143. Has our Catherine been in touch? Oh, listen, Catherine, that is fantastic. Catherine's been in touch with us on the show. Catherine, I think Catherine's back on the show tomorrow with you. She's been in touch to say she's going to find some chunky yarn for me to have a go at doing some arm knitting. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you very much indeed. Why didn't you tell me Catherine was watching? Now I've got to do it. I know it's okay, but... Thanks, Catherine. Paola really loves it as well, but she's not here at the moment. I am. In fact, Paola will be here. So she planned that well. Good time to go to Spain. What we got for you right now is we've got the embroidery book trio. Contain yourself. Here we go. Teach yourself to embroider. Yep. Embroidery with Anne, not Pat. Anne, Estelle, and Friends and Cross. Friends. I thought that was Friends. Hang on. That's and cross-stitch purses. That's better. I thought it was really angry friends that were just there going, yeah, well, I do my needlework. I've got to be... purse ensembles. Cross-stitch and felt purse ensembles. Here we go. So, on here, indulge your passion for fashion. Nice rhyming. You got me. And cross-stitch. As you create beautiful felt purses and accessories. 5 fabulous collections offer a variety of styles that are sure to please from... Tell me if I'm going too fast. This is a point when I carry on reading where my little girl would say, I'm tired now, Dad, I'm actually... By the way, I've just heard I got 10 bundles to get through. So... well, so that's that one. Embroidery with Anne, Estelle and Friends. There we go. 16. So these are all about your different designs, actually. 16 easy embroidery designs inspired by Mary's popular paper dolls. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? I like that, with baking ideas. Oh, that's cute. Baby loves bunny. That's very cute, isn't it? These are lovely. Really, really beautiful. And you've also got a third one in here as well. You've got Teach Yourself that you can have here with embroider. Really good. Again, perfect time when people are trying these out for the first time, want to pick up the basics, or a gift idea that you thought, you know what, I saw this, I thought of you. There's a lot of people on their own. On a serious point, there's a lot of people on their own. And if you are there thinking you want to try something new, or you can think about something else that you've already got the skills, you want to get them started with it, these are brilliant. There are great savings to be had. Genuinely. £10.97, £12 saving on here, 547 902. Really good bundles. And believe it or not, everybody, we're only halfway through. It's a little bit like a dentist appointment, isn't it, in many ways? You're here now, you've got to get through it, but almost at the end. And at the end, I'll give you a sticker. Right, these are the quilt. Oh, no, we've just been talking a lot in the last hour. Right, before I even show you, 4 books for under £12. That's a £41 saving from £52.96 for 4 books. Now, in the last hour, we were talking, weren't we, about quilting and people having a go for the first time, and people sent their lovely pictures of their lockdown quilts that they've had a go at doing it, and all of those. Now, if you are thinking of starting, absolutely go for a bundle like this. Genuine deal here, and it will last for the next 30 minutes. Even if you're not done quilting yourself or you know someone else that would love it, this is great. 50 any size travel blocks. How brilliant is this? There is a CD stop me! What? There's a CD included. It's only £11.96. I've got my Best of Hits album going out, and that you couldn't get for that price. No, I haven't really. No. No. That's Janice and Adam and Yanis doing that little band. There it is. 50 any size travel quilt blocks. It's there for you, right there. This is brilliant, isn't it? Before you start, choose the block you want to make. Inside this book, you'll find your self-loading CD. What? How apt. Vote which one's your best one. Stop counting. The files on the CD are easily opened using your Adobe Reader. If you don't have an Adobe Reader on your computer, nick your neighbours, or you can get a free download as well, and it gives you the address to do so. The site provides easy step-by-step instructions for the download. So, when you're ready to make your quilt, simply print out the required pattern for your blocks of your size, 5, 6, 7, 8 inch. Additional sizes are possible by reducing or enlarging your printer output. So basically, it's all ready to go. Now, you've got the Sydney Opera. This is amazing. This around the world in 50 designs. Sydney, the Taj Mahal. You've got Space Needle. That's brilliant. Is that Toronto? Oh, Seattle. Hotel de Coronado in California. There we go there. Notre Dame. We've got Stonehenge. This is amazing. Eiffel Tower. We've got basket building. I've never seen that landmark. This is brilliant. This is amazing. Have we got anyone here? Big Ben. There we go. I was looking for something in the UK. Big Ben. And John Hancock Centre. The Great Pyramids. We're looking at here. Brilliant. So 50 of those. Isn't that worth £11.96 already? Lots of dots, baby quilts. This is by Bonnie Odovson as well. So again, if you have gone for that one-day special and you're looking for inspiration, this is brilliant. This is absolutely amazing. You've got all lovely blossom ideas. You've got all of your templates to be working from. Baby girl, dot to dot. Must be a baby boy. Nope. Slight design fault. Right, flowers that you go with, stars, the lot in here, which is absolutely phenomenal. Quilts for kids, from crib to college. Honestly, if you've got the one-day special and you've got the mode of fabrics and you're listening to what's all the lovely techniques to work with that we had in the last show, this is perfect for you as well. We've got sorry, I was just laughing because I had some interference on my earpiece there as well. From the buyers asking if I would carry on for another hour. Right. Anyway, I just laugh my way through that. But there are loads of options on there. This is brilliant. Right, oops, just dropped that down. Memory quilts. Memory quilts, I know we talk a lot about these on the shows when we have on the quilting shows, and these are great. So this is great. So you've got T-shirt quilts, blanket statement, remember when, good sports, autograph quilts, quilt of prayers, quilting stars, crowded lake, photos, my sister, my friend, memories in the making, stick to it, quilting basic. I don't know why number 34 just interests me, that's weird. So these are all your lovely memory quilts to work from. This is brilliant. We've talked so much about quilting in the last hour with the one-day special, and then you've got this inspiration here. And honestly, let me remind you, a £41 Stop Me Now saving from £52.96 to £11.96 for all four. It's not a pick and mix, all four of these. Autograph quilts. Now, what are these? So these, remember the names of family members, close friends or attendees at a special event with a quilt that showcases their signatures. Hand out individual blocks to each person to sign. For extra personalisation, ask each person to choose a fabric and stitch up a block for the quilt. What a lovely idea. How amazing. I mean, if you're looking for inspiration, quilting stars, crowded lake design to work through. Brilliant. I love it. Love the, again, with your photos. There we go. That's really lovely. Personalised wall hanging with photo transfers pieced inside star blocks. I'm having a laugh this evening, and I hope you know I'm taking the mickey out of myself and my lack of talent in stitch work, but I know for you, genuinely, that is a really good bundle. 008 950 1196. Do you know what? I would love to have... I think my New Year's resolution for 2021, and I'm only going to say this once, is I will try and do a quilt next year. No, I will do a... you picked up on my wording. They went, try and do. Did you do it, Scott? No, but I tried. That's a get up. I'm going to do a quilt in 2021. I'm going to do a quilt in 2021. There we go. I'm going to have a go at that. I'm going to basically get Catherine to make me one, show me how she did it, and then I'll just put something at the end. Right. There we go. Catherine's going to stop watching now. £9.98. £13 saving here. Quilt book bundle. Fun, colourful quilts and learn to sew easy curves. Well, you had me at hello. Let's have a little look. Is that a Rice Krispie? No, not a lot of milk in that bowl. Pretty dry. I don't like Rice Krispies that are dry. I do like a Rice Krispie cake. Oh, yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Learn to sew easy curves. Now, what's the issue with curves, everybody? Because we're going to make it nice and easy. They must be quite difficult. So, what do facings have to do with quilts? Since facing provides such a nice edge finish on garments, why not apply the same technique to the curved edge of appliques? So this will take you through step by step on all your different ways of working with your curves that you have on your projects. And it is beautifully illustrated, as you would expect with these books, to take you through lots of ideas as well. And it's going to take you through lots of hints, tips and ideas and techniques, which are absolutely perfect. Or make your own bath mat there. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Ah, that's cute, isn't it? I love that. Genuinely, that's really nice. So, that's one of the books in there. Oops, I keep doing that. Fun, colourful, eye-catching designs with your favourite shapes to look at here. So, let's... petal pushers. Never heard that one. Pedal pushers, yeah. Okay. On a roll, dragon's tooth, spinning stars, stacked circles. 4, 10, 20, 26 or 31. Which one do you want to go for? 26? 26. Spinning stars. Ooh. That's nice, isn't it? This is great. Gives you all your details of what you need for your shopping list. It tells you how you're cutting the pieces and what you're working for, and then cutting out the appliques to work with it. Again, all of these, just on one of these, for example, is going to give you step by step and how to finish off and complete the whole of your quilt. Well, that's a cool one, the stacked circles, but we didn't choose that. We've also got, look at what you could have won. Learn to sew easy curves. Have I just done that one? Haven't I? I've done that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, 9.98, under a tenner, 933 502. If I'd like to go for that one, £13 saving. Is anybody else still with me that wants to say any message, or have we lost everybody? Catherine says she's still watching. Catherine, seriously, you can't wait to see my quilt. Wow, I'll sometime next year. We will get that. So I may need a bit of your help, though, Catherine, to go through. But thank you for being with me and keeping me company, which is lovely, because everybody else has gone home. Even the producers and director. That's it. It's just me here, and we think there's a spirit. I think it's gone now, but if you're on first shift tomorrow morning, Catherine, you'll probably see it then. Right then, let's work on here. 1, 2, 3, 944. The Crochet Afghan book collection, sweet and simple, baby Afghans, mindful mandala, and terrific to touch Afghans. Right, okay. I don't know about you, I'm intrigued. There are 4 books as part of this that we're looking at. Now, these look great. Make easy gifts with easy motifs in fresh colours. Now, these look great. This must be a thing as well. This is lovely, isn't it? The flower path, again, all of your detail, how to work with all your borders, your edges, your assembly and all of these, of course. Really lovely designs. Is it the thing of inspiration sometimes? Is that where people, you've got the skills, you've got the talent, you've got the know-how. These books are fantastic, aren't they? When you start looking through them, and to have that step-by-step guide, you've got all your granny squares here, sweet and simple granny squares to work with, but to have inspiration to expand on your repertoire, you know, how you can work with these. Oh, fuzzy mug cozies. Come on, let's investigate. Now, let me just read. I can't sit back because my mic goes funny, apparently. fuzzy mug cozies. If you wanted to, if you've ever wanted to try a granny square blanket without the months-long commitment, here's your project, said Timmy. These are worked in tones that remind me of blue and white china, but imagine how cute they would be also in holiday colours, team colours or solid colours, one per family member, said Dad. I won't carry on with the story because it gets a bit gritty, but what a lovely idea. Now, if you would like to make anything for any of the presenters right now as a Christmas present, and you are into working with your granny squares, I put this to you now, all 4 of you that are watching, including Catherine, every presenter here with a fuzzy mug cosy that was made for them, I promise you, would be the best present any presenter here could receive through the post. Better than the ticking ones that we have to get rid of. Those ones that are still addressed to Adam and to Derek and to Matt. So, have I missed anybody? Have I missed anybody there as well? Me next as well. I would like, and I'll put this out there, and I don't care how sort of blatant this is, by the way, but I would love you to make me a fuzzy mug cosy. If you would like to, honestly, I promise you, I will give you so much airway on my Facebook page that's now got 4 likes. The publicity that you'll get from that is just unquantifiable, really. Would you like a fuzzy mug cosy? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. In the colours that you think the presenters would like. Just look at them. Who wouldn't want one? I would love one of those. There's a tip, by the way. These adorable blanket-like mug cozies really do keep your drink hot longer, especially if you crochet them using wool or wool blend. A pleasure to work up. They come together quickly, a perfect winter housewarming or come over for coffee gift. I'm throwing that gauntlet down to you, everybody. I would love one in claret and blue. It's the same colours as my football team. Now, again, there's only 2 of you now watching, and one of you is my mum, and she's never done any crocheting in her life. So, Catherine, it's down to you. Right, you could go for... I just think this is brilliant. By the way, I've still got 2 more in this bundle to share, and it's already January. Right, I'm gonna double up here, everybody. I'm doing 2 at once. I know. Baby Afghans, and we've got the mandala Afghans. You have to bear with me on this one. I'm multitasking. Look how proud she is of that bundle. They're all hers. No, this is lovely. You are getting... That's gorgeous. That's cool, isn't it? I really like that. So, this is for a set of 4, don't forget, you're looking at here. All of these that are included in this deal. Now, it has got a fantastic saving. Sweet baby boy as well. £26 saving, all there as part of this. Honestly, beautifully illustrated. And that's one thing they've all got. They are beautifully illustrated. Great inspiration, lovely ideas to work on. £11.96 only. That's saving of £26 there. 1, 2, 3, 944. Really, really lovely ideas. I think that is phenomenal. Really good bundle. That is great. By the way, again, if you've got any other messages you want to say hello, or you've got any questions, of course, then show's live from 7 tomorrow. If you want to get in touch with anybody. Who's on early tomorrow morning? Is it Catherine? Should be in bed, Catherine, if it is. By the way, Catherine's watching, so I can say this about. She is one of the loveliest people, by the way, on and off screen, and she is fantastic. And she doesn't stop. I know all the presenters are always grafting away, the talented ones, not me, because I'm there, but all the talented ones that do all the lovely crafting, which are always doing projects and demonstrations for you, are always busy. So when I walked into the green room, only on the presenters' lounge, Catherine was there working. She'd just come from doing the live shows, came off, and she's there already working on another project as well. She never stops. She's a machine. Anyway, and I say that generally because she is brilliant. But all the other presenters, as you know, are all fantastic, all great family here. Lovely to be part of them as well, except Yanis. So, he's what? He's watching, is he? Oh, I thought you'd be in bed. Get your sleep, son. Get your sleep. Baby on the way, Yanis. You've got to get your sleep while you can. Catherine, as I said, my fuzzy mug crochet It's on its way. She started on it straight away. I love that. Oh, no, that buttering up worked, didn't it? Just saying those nice things. Didn't mean a word of it. And look what I've got out of that. Sweet stripes for baby. Count to 3 when you choose the colours for these sweet baby wraps. Each features a different fun pattern stitch that lets you work out with only one colour at a time. But because the unused colours in each row are carried along the edge, there are no loose ends to hide later. Look at that, huh? That little magic paragraph means more to you than it does to me. Playful ripple, berry patch, bouncing baby. I don't think any babies are bouncing with it, just so we know. Waffled warmth, baby shells, bobbling along, gentle waves. Lots of words. Let's have a look. Lovely colours. Always a teddy. Always a teddy. Let's just look at the teddies for a sec. I think that's a bunny, bear, elephant, baby. Fun game. Let's see. Let's play the same game here. Baby knits. Oh, baby blankets made with the nook. Ooh, sounds painful. Lamb. Elephant. Is that the same elephant? Maybe it's just a... Hang on, that was the baby. Don't get them mixed up. That's very... It's unfair on the baby. Different elephant. Elephant. For you. He's looking for the animal. He's looking... Where? It was there a minute ago. 1 minute's an elephant. Next minute's gone. Bear. Baby. Bear. What do you think the next one's going to be? What do you think that's going to be? What a game. This is what lockdown does to us, Matt. This is it. What, any guesses? What animal? Bear. Another book. 3 in this bundle. You said bear. Our survey says spoon. You can play this with anybody, by the way, and you haven't got to be in the same room. I suppose you can do it online. It is great. You just need to say booties. You just need to say what you say. Cube. Baby in very happy mood. Look at that. Right, £9.97, £17 saving for those, which is, I think that I love that. It's the best elephant. 780481 997, £17 saving on those ones again that you looked at, which are all your fantastic deals for your crocheting, which is fantastic. I love that. That is really good. But even on everybody, this hour is almost coming to a close. I know. Letters of complaints are already coming through. So we've got, but stop. The fun hasn't finished yet, everybody. We've got 12 minutes more fun. It's the show that just keeps on giving, unfortunately. Everyone just keeps on giving. I'm sorry about that. Hello. We're going to a different style now. We might spend a little bit longer on this one, because I do like a wrap. And if you ask me what reading material would I most like to go to bed with tonight, it's Tunisian shawls and wraps. Well, the delight. I can't wait to open up. This one includes your Tunisian shawls, wraps, and it has got £11 saving on this one. A lot of interest in the gallery as well from these two. Let's just open up. That's blatantly just all about the lady in there. No information, nothing of any interest, but we'll just hold it there for a second. But we'll open and see. Oh, at least she's got content. She's got content. So we're going to go with this book first. I'm sorry. So, what's a casual, colourful wrap? Or is there only one? Is there only one book in this bunch? Oh, we've only got time to see one. Oh, blimey. Wish you told me. I would have got through this a lot quicker. I thought we had for the whole of November. They said, just keep going until we know what's going on in the White House. I was ready to drag it out. Honestly, but take me to court, do what you want. What's a casual, colourful wrap or a dressy one with lace or sparkles? All of the 8 styles in this collection from Melissa Leekman are surprisingly easy to crochet. So, lovely. Bit of sparkle. I'm loving these. Little off-the-shoulder number with it there. Look at that, cheeky. We've got the shimmering ripple, the stepping out. I thought that was a plait. It's actually part of the thing. Pretty picots. Pretty picos. Oh. We've got light and lacy. We've got the lacy triangle. And we've got the shawlette. Oh, a shawlette. Shawlette, that's a nice name for it, isn't it? A little cheeky little shawlette, that one. Like the new 21st century there of Doctor Who there, with a nice long shawlette, not a scarf. And who doesn't want to finish off with some leafy lace work? So, and you've got your Tunisian shawl, but I wasn't impressed with the first page. So, £9.98, 751,898. Brilliant price points again. We've only got 10 minutes left on these price points, everybody. I know. And oh my, is this? I've just seen the size of the next bundle. That's a library. It's a mobile library. You get 6 books. What's the saving here? Oh, look at this. £41 saving. £17.94. I've got time to look at one of these. Which one should we go with? Because you're going to get Learning to Knit now. I can't believe I'm knitting cables. Learn to knit 10, 20, 30 minutes. Well, which one? 10, 20, 30 minutes to learn to knit. Take the fear out of cables. That's what I needed. When I was growing up, I had a massive fear of them. And if I'd read that then, I probably would be a lot better now. When I see a cable, if I say it, I'm moving on. I knit along with Debbie. A turn in the road. OK, which one would you like me to look at? OK, learn to knit now! It's in capitals. I know, I've sent a lot of emails. Including clear step-by-step instructions, online... OK, here we go, this is good. Online video support and beginner projects. Look at how happy she sounds. Look at knitting can bring to us. Oh, Laura, loving that. Great game, she says. Baby Bear Spoon. It is brilliant. It is our, basically, rocks, scissors, paper for the crafting world. Looking through. OK, learn to knit now! All the information you need to learn the beautiful hobby of knitting is right here! Exclamation mark. We've made it easy to get started so you can actually make your first project while you learn the basic stitches. In almost no time, you'll finish these 7 exciting designs while expanding your skills. As a bonus, you can actually see stitches and techniques demonstrated online, have fun creating gorgeous gifts whilst discovering a life. It actually says while. I made a little bit slightly better English, I think, for the first time. While. I'm going to go with whilst discovering a lifetime of creativity. The old slip knot, the slingshot cast on, the knit stitch, pearl stitch, bind off, anatomy of a pattern, how to read a pattern. Everyone needs to know finishing techniques and and yarn information. Just got a bit stuck on I got a little bit stuck on page 32 there. But can I also just draw your attention? I just want to draw your attention, and I think I might. Hang on a second, everybody. No, I'm not going to draw your attention to that page. I'm going to draw your attention to this page. I love this. What is about to happen? Just look at that legwear. Hello, what a heel on that! That is amazing. Now, if you learn to knit now, you could be wearing these leg warmers to go with. I've just had 1983 back on the phone asking if they could have their design back for that. That is brilliant, isn't it? Right, the bundle's there. £17.94, 126,165, £41 saving. I know I am having a bit of a giggle with myself with regards to this, but the deals are fantastic, and there is something here for everybody. Advanced, inspiration, or again, whether you are just starting out, which is lovely. Right, OK, everybody. This is our last section. I know. I'm with you on that. We'll be back together again, hopefully soon. Includes 5 knitting books on this one. Warm up with knits. There must be a leg warmer in that. Slouchy beanies. Cosy knits. Knit cows. I don't know what, it's like buses cows. I'd never even heard of them before. And now, every show I've got a cow in my life. And then quite simply, say what it says, knit. Could have finished off the fingers. Yeah. Which ones do you have a quick look at? 1 minute. Have I got 1 minute? Well, oh, let's go slouchy. And head wraps. Oh, come on. Is there a head wrap? That's a beanie. That's a slouchy beanie. A nice beanie. Lots of lovely beanies. I tell you what, there are lots of beanies. I think I'm going to be a has-beanie after this. It could be one of those shows. Could be the last time we see each other. But listen, like I say, if I get one mug crochet cover out of this, then the world's a good place. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Generally, I hope it's hopefully put a smile on your face if you've been with us for the whole hour. Thank you so much for your company and your patience and your sense of humour with it as well, which is great. I hope you got some great deals. You got 5 minutes left to get them checked out of your basket, of course. So make sure you do, otherwise those prices go right back up again. Listen, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. More live shows again from 7 o'clock here in the studios of Hochanda, where all the magic happens. Thank you for your company. Have a cracking rest of your night. See you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, get ready, everybody. Yes, if you've not seen the Moda Stash for the Bags one-day special, then stay tuned for that one. Then we've got Your Skirt, Your Way, the great show by Jennifer Taylor. And then we've also got your Kleiner Palmer. Lots to come still this evening. See you soon, everyone. Night.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. We have a wonderful in-house designer called Sue, who hand draws all the images, which we then transfer into rubber stamps. We have very, very elaborate designs. We have everything from steampunk right through to beautiful florals, and then we have scenic and we have words. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Whether it's stamping, mixed media, or art journaling, join us at Hochanda for our journey into everything creative and messy, and see what you can create with our stamps.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Katrina from Rowan Dean. We're a small family business that design embroidery kits. Embroidery has always been my passion, and I'd love to show you how to do some of the stitches and some of the kits. We're based in Derbyshire, and I'm really inspired by the landscape and flora of Derbyshire, and I think other people will be too. Our kits are really easy, and I hope they inspire you to have a go at stitching.